All right, we're going to go to, you want to break it all? You all right? All right, we're going to go right to the city representative, please, because we're going to adjust the schedule a little bit. I think it's better to do it this way than right. Yeah. Okay. And hopefully we'll do it before Don gets back. Okay, yeah, I'll oops. Getting to turn this thing off. All right, if I could just ask everybody that's leaving to please do it quietly, please. The hearing is still going on. Thank you. Ms. Hess, thank you for coming up a little early. We're trying to adjust our schedule a little bit, so we appreciate it, everyone. And please identify yourself and proceed with whatever you'd like to say.
Good afternoon, Councilman Greenlee. I am Sheila Hess, and I am honored to serve as your city representative. And joining me today are my deputies, Margaret Hughes and Elka Murillo. And I am pleased to provide an overview of the testimony on the Office of the City Representative's Fiscal Year 2019 operating budget. So the Office of the City Representative serves as the premier marketing and promotional agency of the City of Philadelphia, and our mission is to celebrate and foster Philadelphia's visibility and its diversity through citywide event creation, the community engagement, and innovative experiences enjoyed both by residents as well as visitors alike, where we get to shine a positive spotlight on Philadelphia, and that's both locally and internationally. So collaborating both with many city departments and the non-government partners, our ceremonial and special event staff are recognized as the go-to team for event development, coordination, promotion, and execution. So the Office of the City Representative's strategic events are really largely focused on core areas, including the advancement of women through events such as the annual Women's and Girls Summit, international and cultural events celebrating diversity and inclusion, including the Philadelphia International Unity Cup, pre-events, and our year-round series of all the flag-raising ceremonies showcasing the contributions of our city's established and newly arrived immigrant communities. Also, youth empowerment and education initiatives. That's what's produced in cooperation with organizations such as the literacy group Mighty Writers and the PAL Day at City Hall and the PHL Pre-K Day, which is promoting early childhood education. Also events that focus on our vibrant senior population, like our annual Centenarian Luncheon, and events that also honor our uniformed services, such as the Police and Fire Living Flame Memorial and the Hero Thrill Show, as well as events that support the growth of the city's economy and relate to visitor and business attraction efforts. So OCR, what we do is we promote community pride by recognizing Philadelphia's most accomplished, the sons and daughters, as we say, through the high-profile events. And that includes the recent, you may have just seen, Sylvester Stallone visited the Rocky statue. We worked with Council on Kevin Hart Day, Adam Goldberg Day, a street dedication to salute Philadelphia's own Boys to Men, and unveiling ceremonies that highlight the numerous public art installations that are made possible through, you just heard, through Philadelphia Mural Arts Program. In addition, we work to produce and elevate national celebrations through our signature events. That includes the 4th of July Centerpiece Celebration of Freedom Morning Ceremony and the Philly Holiday Festival Tree Lighting Ceremony, among dozens of many other annual events. And in fact, we see mostly all the council members at our events, and we thank you guys so much for your support and your participation. So the city representative is also charged with representing the mayor at numerous events and functions and serve as the welcoming hand of diplomacy to acknowledge global leaders and visiting dignitaries. Now, these groups and the envoys are typically interested in exploring business opportunities in Philadelphia and in establishing educational and cultural exchanges. So just in fiscal year 2018, being city representative, I had the opportunity and privilege to represent our great city with representatives of countries including Argentina and Austria and Canada, China, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Korea, Poland, and Taiwan, and that's just to name a few. The Office of City Representative has a diverse workforce, and we produce many events each year that reflect the diverse representation and commitment of the county administration to the community at large. So we are looking forward to continuing our work with all of you in council in the years ahead, and we are so honored to hear your thoughts and your feedback to our efforts for this upcoming fiscal year. So we thank you for your time, and we look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Ms. Hess. Let me ask, of the large-scale events that the city rep coordinates, has there been any kind of estimate on the net economic benefits? What kind of money is brought into the city?
There is, and we work very, very closely with the hospitality and tourism partners with Visit Philadelphia, as well as the PCVB. Our office has changed a little bit dynamically. Under the county administration, now all the large events are now actually handled through the managing director's office.
Okay.
So as far as the promotion on that, that is something that they are now responsible for.
Okay.
But the results of the impact for the conventions and all the meetings and everything that are happening with these events. In 2017, there was $581 million in a total economic impact, which is significant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and actually, so you might not be able to answer this, this might be the MDO too, but I know a lot of questions get asked about when we have the big events like DNC, some of the big parades, NFL draft, what does the city get back in repayment, or what do they ask for the organizations? Can you address that, or again, would that be the MDO?
I would have to defer to now the manager.
Okay.
Our office used to handle all of those big events, but
Okay.
currently we are not.
When you did, was there an agreement ahead of time as far as what would the organizations put up, what the city would agree to pay?
Yes,
all that
absolutely.
Kind of,
Absolutely.
So it was worked out ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay. And without naming names, did most of them do
Come
what they were
through?
supposed to do?
I'm assuming that they would, because then they would be able to come back and we would
Okay.
partner with them.
Okay.
But I
all
will
right.
defer that to
Okay.
MDO to
That was a
talk
nice
about
diplomatic
current.
answer. I like that. Thank you. Councilwoman Reynolds Brown?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Councilwoman.
Welcome to the 2018 budget hearings. Elaborate, if you will, on the nature of the relationship with the Philadelphia Visitors and Convention Bureau, and ID or a sampling of some of the projects where it's been a partnership.
So I am honored. I was appointed to serve on the board for PCVB. So I am on the board. I'm also on their administrative executive committee as well. They utilize our role in this Office of City Representative because I'll go out to organizations and groups that are coming in to scout out Philadelphia to see if they want to have their business here. Okay. And I'll help PCVB put that pitch on why they need to have their convention here. I was also asked to go out to Texas last year as a speaker on behalf of the city to a huge national convention of meeting planners that were looking to forecast their events throughout the next 5 years. And so I had the honor to speak on behalf of our city and really sell why they should have their events here for meeting planners, which was a huge crowd. I think it was over 5,000 attendees that would be here. And the promising was at the end they did sign the contract with PCVB to be held here. So it was a win-win for all of us. So I was excited.
So they're coming here next
They
time?
are. It's in, I think, 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about Visit Philadelphia?
Visit Philadelphia, again, that is another organization that I have the opportunity to serve on their board. And like I said, we work very, very closely. Our office is doing a lot of communications and social media with all the happening things here in the city of Philadelphia to attract the visitors, and for the measurement of social media with Visit Philadelphia. So they are working very closely also with our hotels.
Okay.
So I serve on another committee for the Hotel Initiatives Association, and we had record total occupancy last year in 2017. It was a record year for the hotels, and the Saturday night occupancy was a 90% average, which was pretty much has skyrocketed. So we are really putting that message out there about Philadelphia. As you know, I say we're on fire. There's so much happening here. And so people now are coming here to spend, even if you live in the suburbs, they're spending their weekends here because they want to go out and they want to do all the things that we offer. So that Saturday night hotel rate has been really a significant...
Is that right?
Yes, it's even our own local people that are spending the nights in our hotels too.
Oh, wow. So what does 2018, 2019 hold for us in terms of anticipated opportunities that will be a first?
Well, for a first for 2018, I'd love to say that we're the first in a lot of things, but I know major happenings coming up in 2018 that we're working closely with Visit Philadelphia to promote that are out there are the South Philadelphia, the ships that are now coming back to Penn's Landing. That'll be happening in May. PIFA is back, the
really?
Philadelphia International Festival of the Arts. This is a year, that's every 2 years.
When is that coming back?
That is going to be held May 31st to June 10th, I believe.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have the Cherry Street Pier debut that's going to be launching, as well as the Bourse reopening. So we've done a lot of groundbreakings and speaking engagements at these businesses that are under construction, and the Bourse will now be opening with all amazing food organizations that are representatives from different diverse cultures that'll be in the Bourse building. So we're excited about that as well.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're promoting a lot of food this year and a lot of things, and that's one of the marketing strategies for Visit Philadelphia this year. We are the James Beard Award-winning city with...
That's right.
Yes.
Lastly, you mentioned in your last paragraph, Philadelphia also expects to see increased tourism from international leisure visitors. What might be the trigger or the impetus for that?
That is something that the Convention and Visitors Bureau is really focused on their efforts, and that's part of their mission is working with the international organizations. And Philadelphia currently, the latest stat in 2016 was we are the 16th most visited city in the United States by overseas travelers, and that brought in a $1 billion total economic impact generated by overseas visitors in Philadelphia. We are also the first World Heritage City, as you hear me say over and over again at every flag-raising event. So the promotion about being the UNESCO and the World Heritage City is also attracting a lot of international visitors to our city.
Okay. Well, thank you. I pay a lot of attention to the work that you do because of my love for arts and culture, and appreciate all that you and your team do every day.
Oh, thank you, and we appreciate your support and passion for all that we do. Thank you, Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Blackwell?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Councilwoman.
Let me thank you for all that you do. And, we're creating Africa Town, so we'll give you more to deal with. And
Bring it on, we're ready.
That's right. And all of you know how I always complained about the flags. And I remember when you first came in, I said every year we talk about flags, and these African countries deserve to have theirs on the parkway too. And instead of getting which was kind of like what I expected, was somebody to kind of complain, kind of to say they're looking, and you agreed. So immediately I knew you were positive, I knew you were energized, and if all of you would notice, if there's some affair and they have certain colors or they have certain glitters, she'll just have it on. She'll be ready to support the organization and support our city. And we think you are wonderful, that you are just perfect for this position, and we thank you for all that you do.
Oh, thank you so much, Councilwoman. It's a pleasure to partner with you and your staff as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And who was personally responsible for getting Pitbull here for July 4th? Was that you, Sheila, or what?
Yeah.
That was you. Okay. All right. Congratulations.
It's all a team.
Yeah.
It's a team, yes.
Okay, there you go.
That's less than 3 months away. Pitbull will be here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, we read about that. A lot of younger people in my neighborhood are very excited. They're all ready.
It's a very diverse audience that'll be here, and that was one of the, the decision factors of who will be outreach to. So he has a wide audience.
Yeah. Oh, I would say so. There'll be the Parkway will be busy that night, I assume. Yes. With no further questions, again, I just want to emphasize you all doing a great job, and we appreciate all you do and make the city look great. And thank you all very much. Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you, Councilman Greenlee. We appreciate you being at all of our events as well, so thank you.
We try.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
you all very much.
Okay.
Where are we going? I got to officially conclude here. Where are we? There'll be no further testimony. This committee will stand in recess until Monday, April 16th, 2018 at 10 a.m., at which time we will reconvene right here in room 400 City Hall. Thank you very much. Mayor's reception room at 2. I think it was better just to go straight to her.